The ICEVI, the Nippon Foundation Mathematics Package for Teachers video series, Abacus as a Mathematical Tool. Title of the video: Fraction Division, Fractions Involving Zero and Doing All Cancellations at the Beginning. Example 691 by 105 divided by 361 by 70. In the previous problem, we got the result as 629 by 813. But we did one cancellation at the beginning and done the second cancellation after we got the result. It is not wrong. The children can do this too. But if attention is paid, we can always look for cancellation before the problem of division starts, so that the numbers, both the numerators and the denominators, will be smaller. That will be easy to handle. Now we have to convert the two mixed fractions into improper fractions to begin with. Now what we do in the first stage, we take the whole number 6, multiply it with the denominator 105, which gives 630, and this with the numerator of the first fraction 91. That leaves us 721, and if we take the denominator, the first improper fraction is 721 by 105. For converting the second fraction, we multiply 3 with 70, which is the denominator of the second fraction. That becomes 210. We add the numerator, which is 61, and therefore we get the value as 271 by 70. That is the second improper fraction. Now let us apply the cancellation here. So what we did in the first problem, we used one cancellation at the beginning. So let us take the two numbers 721 divided by 105 and 271 divided by 70. Now in order to divide these, we mentioned that the second fraction can be inverted. So what will happen in this case? The second fraction becomes 70 by 271, that is 721 by 105, that can be multiplied with 70 by 271. We mentioned in many places that knowledge of multiplication tables is very important to do calculations using abacus. Now when we take 105 and 70, 35 is a common divisor. If the child is able to understand that 35 is a common divisor for 70 and 105, then straight away the child can reduce the number into smaller denomination. If the child is not able to do so, then the child can start with 5, in which case the denominator of the first fraction will become 21 and the numerator of the second fraction will become 14. Now again the 21 can be divided by 7. So in that case it becomes 3. 14 can be divided by 7, in which case it becomes 2. We started with 5 as the common divisor. Usually we have to start with a smaller number as the common divisor. Suppose the child has started with 7 as the common divisor. Then what will happen? 105 will become 15 and the 70 will become 10. Now at this stage the 5 can be used as a common divisor. That will make the 15 into 3 and 10 into 2. So the common divisors can be used randomly or in a systematic procedure starting from the smallest divisor and going to the larger divisors. In any case, when you use all the possible divisors, you get the number with the lower denominations. Now what happens? The number becomes 721 by 3 as the first fraction and 2 by 271 as the second fraction. And then you can multiply this. That will give you 1442 divided by 813. Let us set 1442 in the right extreme of the abacus. This is the dividend. Let us set 813 in the left extreme of the abacus. Now let us start the division process. As the highest digit of the divisor 8 is larger than the highest digit of the dividend 1, the quotient should be set to the immediate left of 1. Now consider 1, 4 and take the first digit of the divisor 8. As there is 1, 8 in 14, set that to the immediate left of 1. Now 1 multiplied by 813 should be subtracted from 1442. Now 1 multiplied by 8 is 8, that is 08. We have to subtract 0 in the thousands column and 8 in the hundreds column. That is, subtract 1 in the thousands column and we have to add 2 in the hundreds column. For that you add 5 in the upper abacus and clear 3 in the lower abacus. Now next one is 1 is multiplied with 1, that is 0, 1. So 0 subtracted from the hundreds column and 1 subtracted from the tens column. The final one is 1 multiplied with 3. The 3 should be subtracted, that is 0, 3, that is 0 from the tens column and 3 from the units column. We cannot do that and therefore we have to subtract 1 in the tens column and add 7 in the units column. Now the result we get is 1, 6, 2, 9 divided by 813. So we got the same result. So even if you miss the cancellation at the beginning, you can do that at the end. Here we are not going for further cancellation as the 2 cancellations have already been done. So these kind of varieties will give a lot of experience to the child.